All right, I'm going to show you guys how to originate a loan in minutes using the LendingWise platform. So watch this. All right, we've got a website here. This is a template that we actually sell on our website. You click on Get Funded or Apply Now, which takes you to the web form that we can embed on any website. It's actually a hybrid form. Brokers can use it, and once they fill this out, they become an active broker in your directory in the platform, or they can choose a loan officer that's in your company, or I can just submit directly as a borrower and choose from one of the programs down below. So in this case, I'm going to do a fix and flip. By the way, our platform comes pre-built with a lot of loan programs and it has all the fields set up properly. So an agency loan for 1003s, or a bridge loan, a land loan, construction, it's already all pre-built. Even SBA loans as well. So we'll do a fix and flip today. Maybe the borrower doesn't know which program they want or need. They'll be able to multi-select, and the form will be smart and know what fields to display to the borrower to intake this application, right? So right now we're doing what's called a quick app. We split up our web forms in a quick app and a full app to make it easy for the onboarding process, right? So I just want to grab enough information that allows me to determine eligibility. So here we've got Frank the Flipper, and we've got a credit score range drop down. We've got borrower experience, number of properties completed. These are all customizable fields. You can turn them on or off or relabel the questions if needed. And moving slowly down here, we integrated with Zillow. So you can click on that. It takes you right to the Zillow property, get a value. It's good for the back office as well to get those recon data on the property. And borrower can enter their desired rate range that they're looking for, and specify if they're going to do rehab or construction, what's the ARV, what's the amount of construction they'll be doing, and it auto calculates the LTVs, the ARVs, loan to cost, etc. And any other additional questions that might be needed to kind of build a detailed story around the file, the property, the borrower's experience, etc. So let's go ahead and submit this, and it takes you right to a calendar page. I like this as my thank you page because it allows the borrower to book a time on my calendar so we can go over the deal that they've submitted, right? So that's a good idea to do that on all of your submissions. On the back end, we'll look at the email that comes in. It puts it in the body of the email. It also gives you a PDF with everything pre-populated. And then in the pipeline, you'll see a new deal entered under application started. Let's go ahead and open that. And now we've got our quick app, and we can review what was submitted by the borrower. So at this point, you're either going to price out the loan. If you're a direct lender, you can quickly enter the rate, and it determines the payment. If you are doing Dutch versus non-Dutch, you'll check off this box here. If you want to factor in any prepaid interest reserves, put in detailed pricing components in here, and break it down as detailed as you want. And everything that you see here, like from required reserves to cash to close, and any miscellaneous items like assumability or prepayment penalty, all these items show up on the term sheet that looks like this. It'll have your logo up here, and you can send this out to be e-signed. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. And let's go ahead and click this email icon. And I can load up a template here that's called pre-approval email. And it loads up this template, and I can attach the term sheet, and I can send that out, and that'll be e-signature ready. And I can also automate this email so that it goes out every weekday, every other weekday, because this is an important email. This is what converts a lead to a live customer, right? So by them filling out the full app and signing the term sheet will convert the customer. Before I show you what that email looks like, I want to move to the marketplace feature, because let's say I'm a broker and I'm not sure how to price this deal. I can actually choose from one of these categories. We have various categories of lender types, and you click search, and it gives you a list of lenders installed in the system. It gives you their guidelines. It gives you their buy box requirements, their interest rate range, And you can literally send the deal over to them, and they'll be able to review it and determine eligibility. They'll actually get a link, and the link will look something like this. When they click that link, it shows them the file, and they can review it. And you can choose different types of links that hide the borrower information if you don't want to share the details of the contact and the property address. And then the lender can submit their offer and upload the term sheet here. So the purpose of that is to compare all your offers in one view. Okay? So you have different maybe LTVs, different rates from different lenders, etc. So that's a good way to track all your offers. So now that we've submitted and discussed the right offer with the borrower, we're going to go ahead and look at the deal from a borrower perspective. So they're going to click the link to the full app, and they're going to sign the term sheet, right? So if they're interested in moving forward, they've got to e-sign this document, and here it is, ready to go to e-sign. And then the next option is to submit the full app. So here you can see everything that was on the quick app populates on the full app. So as you scroll down, now the borrower can fill out social, date of birth, all the details that are needed for a full loan app. And you can control what fields are needed and what sections are needed specific to the loan program as well. And keep in mind, a repeat borrower doesn't have to fill all this stuff out again. A lot of this information is tied to their profile, like their schedule of real estate, their assets, even their entities that they've been using to do loans with you. They'll be able to pull down different entities as well. So as I scroll down, you'll see the level of detail the full app can contain. And again, you can control all the information that shows up on the full app. The customer can actually sign the application on the web form. They can save and finish later, and then they can submit. And watch what happens when they submit. It takes them right to the required docs page. And it shows them all the required docs that are needed, conditional to this loan program, right? And any other parameters that are in the loan. So you can control which docs are needed if it's a certain property type, if it's a certain transaction type, a purchase versus a refi, certain types of entities. So there's many parameters that can trigger the documents. I think we're the only platform on the market that has that type of logic to make your intake form and required docs very intelligent, and you have that control. And by the way, you can also set certain required docs as mandatory, so they have to submit certain documents before they can click on save and submit on the bottom. And look at that, when you submit, it takes you to the thank you page, which is the calendar page. Super important to connect the borrower to your processing team or whoever and review everything that was uploaded and make sure it's all accurate. So let's go ahead and jump into the Docs tab of the file. And this shows you all the things that have been uploaded. And when you scroll down, you can actually have a status on each document. And you can make notes on each document and notify different parties like the borrower, the broker, anybody on your team, including third parties. Then you can text message them as well. I can also add additional documents by clicking here. And if I need to remove anything that's no longer needed, I can delete them as well. And once you're done dispositioning the status of all the documents, you'll be able to send out an email that looks something like this. Right? The system will automatically send this out every day, every other day, whatever interval you want, showing the status of the loan and what documents are needed. The borrower can click here, takes them right into the required docs page with everything loaded up. Okay? And they can just drag and drop the documents in here. If they're on their phone, they can take pictures and upload them as well. And the last thing I'll show you is the auto-generated documents, where you can pull up a set of documents that are pre-built, and like a promissory note or a closing instructions for title. So you can actually generate all your closing docs built into the system. Hope you enjoyed our video, and check us out at LendingWise.com.